kidding me? So, let's scroll down here. I don't want to give away the farm, but Angel was 2 of 8 from the field.
Ow. Angel Reese showed up for a preseason game, but Napheesa Collier showed up for a demolition project. And spoiler, Angel was the building. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, Collier turned that court into her personal highlight. Real while Reese looked like she accidentally walked into a WNBA masterclass. What did Napheesa do that had fans gasping and Angel searching for the exit button? Oh, just everything. Let's break down the beatdown that had everyone talking. And Angel rethinking her career choices. Whoever wanted to see a live demonstration of what happens when hype meets hardwood reality, look no further than the Minnesota Lynx turning Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky into an unfortunate footnote in Napheesa Collier's highlight reel. And no, this wasn't a documentary about self-esteem recovery. This was a masterclass in how to systematically dismantle a preseason princess who mistook the WNBA for a TikTok stage. Angel Reese came into this matchup with all the puffed-up preseason clout of a self-declared queen who just discovered the rebound stat on a box score. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 25 minutes. That's not a stat line. That's a polite participation award. You know the vibes. She'd been stat padding like a champ in the preseason, flexing on rookies and G-Legal temps, probably thinking she was about to drop 40 and crown herself royalty. Similar alert, Napheesa Collier took one look at that delusion and said, "Ah, that's cute." Collier came in like a seasoned executioner with a playbook dipped in pure disdain. This wasn't basketball. This was demolition. Angel tried her usual bully ball moves, but guess what? Napheesa wasn't having it. She wasn't one of those passive defenders who flinch at a flailing elbow or back away from a half-hearted spin move. No, Collier parked herself in Angel's comfort zone rent-free and built a fortress. And Reese showed up with a squirt gun to a firefight. It was a glorious unraveling. One moment Angel Reese was pretending she was the second coming of Dennis Rodman, and the next she was being yanked off the court like a prop that had overstayed its welcome. Oh, and the fans? Half of them probably didn't even notice because the real show was Napheesa putting on a defensive clinic while politely reminding everyone, "Hi, I actually play in this league." Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. No, not Reese's underwhelming performance. That elephant's been tranquilized. We're talking about how this preseason bout was marketed like the opening bell of a Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese era, the so-called rivalry of the decade. Fire versus ice, TikTok versus talent. And who got dragged? Not Caitlin, not even close. Because while Angel Reese was busy waving at imaginary haters and rehearsing her post-game sound bites, Caitlin Clark was, working, actually improving, actually focusing. She wasn't padding her stats against Summer League defenders. She was drilling 30-funners and making pro-level passes like she was born with a basketball, for a heart and ESPN highlights in her DNA. Clark doesn't need to mug for the cameras. She doesn't need to tell you she's good. She lets her shot arc do the talking. She lets the double teams speak volumes. And while Angel Reese was trying to find her groove against defenders who clearly didn't care about her preseason mixtapes, Caitlin was calmly collecting respect like it was. On clearance, you want to know the real difference? Caitlin Clark walks on the court, and you know you're going to see something insane. You clear your schedule. You hush your friends. You say, "Hang on, Caitlin's about to cook." When Angel Reese hits the hardwood, it's a coin toss. Will it be trash talk and 3 rebounds? Will it be attitude with the side of turnovers? Place your bets. Yet Reese still struts around like she's Caitlin's equal. That's the funniest part of this whole saga. It's like showing up at the Olympics with a potato sack and a dream, insisting you're Usain Bolt. Caitlin Clark doesn't have to chase clout. She is the clout. Meanwhile, Reese is out here auditioning for a WNBA version of Dancing with the Stats, pirouetting around the paint, hoping someone notices. Let's not ignore the larger issue here. The Angel Reese delusion isn't just a Reese problem. It's a media machine issue because every time she blinks, someone declares it a cultural moment. Every time she so much as breathes near basketball, it's a headline. And then when she runs into a player like Napheesa Collier, who treats her like just another jersey to shut down, suddenly the silence is deafening. No retweets, no think pieces, just crickets and a scoreboard. Oh, but Caitlin, she gets roasted for everything. Breathing, problematic, scoring, selfish, smiling.